The Queen began her Diamond Jubilee tour of the UK with a visit to Leicester today. Crowds lined the streets to welcome Her Majesty, who was accompanied by the Duke of Edinburgh and the Duchess of Cambridge. Over the next 4 months, the Queen will travel right across the UK. This report from our royal correspondent, Nicholas Witchell, contained some flash photography.
10 years ago, the Golden Jubilee got off to a comparatively slow start. That wasn't the story today. The people of Leicester, a culturally diverse city in the heart of England, came out in their thousands to launch the Queen's Diamond Jubilee and to welcome the Queen's guest companion for the day, the Duchess of Cambridge. It is that cultural diversity that made Leicester the place to begin the Queen's Diamond Jubilee visits. Few cities better demonstrate the changes that have occurred in British society over the 60 years of her reign. At Leicester Cathedral, the Queen attended a special service at which representatives of the different faith communities joined Christian leaders. In a special addition to the programme, prayers were said for the 6 British soldiers killed in Afghanistan.
We pray for those who died in Afghanistan yesterday from the Yorkshire and the Duke of Lancaster's regiments.
There were prayers too for the Queen in her Jubilee year.
Grant her your gifts of love and joy and peace.
Outside the cathedral, the Queen and the Duchess stood side by side to receive bouquets of flowers. The fact that the Queen invited the Duchess to join her today is a public endorsement of Kate's importance to the royal family now. At times they worked as a team, the Queen taking one side of the crowds, the Duchess the other. They went together to a fashion show at De Montfort University. Their relationship appears to be an easy one, the younger woman leaning across to chat. And then in the city centre, the Queen hoping perhaps that the newcomer will absorb a few lessons. But there is perhaps something more to the Duchess's presence today.
It's also a subtle signal that after 60 years, the Queen recognises the importance of bringing on someone who will be so central to the monarchy of the future.
There was no doubt, though, who is still the star of the show. Not everyone is a monarchist, that's for sure, but this monarch appears to be as popular as ever.
She's our queen of our country, and I'm proud of her.
Coming to Leicester as part of the Jubilee tour is just fantastic. You know, we couldn't have asked for much more.
It's an awesome moment to celebrate it with her.
The palace's view on the day, it had been a welcome way beyond their expectations. Nicholas Witchell, BBC News, Leicester.